Hey everyone, welcome back to Simply Blessed Crafts. I'm so happy you're here and I'm so excited to get into another DIY video for you. This one's going to be another Christmas in July. I am decked out in my Christmas gear. I got my little Christmas tree on up here and I got my shirt. How cool is that? I'm so happy that you guys all decided to join me today. This video is going to be a little different. Not bad different, but I probably won't have a reveal for you at the end because a lot of these projects that I'm showing you today are actually ones that I did last year. So I don't actually have them at my hand's will, if you want to say. They're going to be a lot of, there's going to be a few like Christmas ornaments and stuff like that. This is just kind of before I got my YouTube channel actually started. I got my camera and everything, and I was starting to try to just get used to my camera and how it worked and everything. So bear with me on these videos. The videos are very cute, and that's the reason why I wanted to show you, so you can see them. But my camera angles are really bad. It's very close up. This is before I got a chance to learn how to adjust the angles and the focus and all that. So the focus is actually really close on some of these, and I apologize for all of that. But they're just too cute not to show you, and I really do appreciate these DIYs. I thought they turned out really cute last year. So there is 2 new videos that I did this year for you guys at the end, and I'm sure you guys can be able to see the difference of like the camera angles, if I can talk. So technically I only have 2 DIYs that I actually be able to show you in the reveal anyway. Not saying I couldn't show you those, but I really hope you enjoy what I got for you guys, and if you have not yet subscribed, please do so, and excuse me, and give me a thumbs up button down there. Just push the like button. I would greatly appreciate it. It has been fantastic to see how many people have actually been subscribing lately. I got a bunch of new people on my channel, and I'm so happy you guys decided to join me. It means a lot to me. So like, subscribe, share this video. I'd love to try to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. That would be a dream to me, guys. You have no idea, because I am trying to make this a career. So any help that you guys are willing to give me, I am tickled pink to have it. So I really hope you enjoy what I have in store for you guys, and let's get into those DIYs. DIY number 1. Okay guys, this one here, I got this little plaque from the Dollar Tree, and these napkins I believe I got from Walmart. I'm just kind of lining it up here. I'm just going to be having the words on there pretty much. And I grabbed my scissors and I cut it out. I do cut a little extra just to make sure I got enough to cover it. I peel off both plies of it. It's a 3-ply napkin. And I just grabbed some Mod Podge, and I'm just doing a light coat. And then I stick down my little Merry Christmas napkin. Get all the wrinkles out. And here I'm just going along the edges, and I'm kind of just pushing the excess down on the edges. I want it to look finished, and then after that I kind of cut off most of the excess that I had left over. And then I actually grab my sanding block from the Dollar Tree, and I go over and get rid of everything that was left over from even cutting off the scissors. I wanted a nice clean look. So, and I do go over this entire thing with another coat of Mod Podge just to make sure it's all sticking down. And I do rough up the middle of it too. I do want kind of a rustic look to it, so I kind of roughed up the sides and the middle to kind of look like it's an old sign, like it's been sitting on the tree for a while or something, or it's been passed down from generations, whatever. And then I have these cute little poinsettias that I got from Hobby Lobby. I chose to do the buffalo check. Sorry. I just kind of stuck that down anyway. DIY number 2. It's basically the same concept. I'm going with some scrapbook paper instead, though. Just kind of lining up, and then I ended up cutting the excess off here, and then I grab my glue stick and glue it down. Then I grabbed some of this berry garland that you can get from Dollar Tree. You can also get it from Hobby Lobby. And I just kind of wrap a good amount on the far side there and glue it down. I was thinking about wrapping some more around the other side, but I ended up changing that idea. Instead, I grabbed this. These are actually embellishments that I have gotten off of some of the Dollar Tree signs. I can't tell you which ones off the top of my head right now, to be honest with you. It's been a while since I've done this DIY, so. But I just wrapped it around the loop up there and kind of just glued it as it crosses, you know, like you kind of do a cross or whatever, and then let them dangle. Anyway, DIY number 3. So here I'm just cutting this off. This is just one of the crosses from Dollar Tree. And I got this book of music. It looks like it's old, vintage, faded music paper. And I just put it on top of the cross. I actually end up gluing it down to the cross. If I would have been smart, I would have just put it down on the paper, the cross down on the paper, and just traced around it and cut it out. But I wasn't thinking this day, so. But anyway, I glue it down and then I just cut around the cross. End up wasting more of the paper than what I probably could have saved, so it is what it is. I got quite a few pages in that book, so. But here I'm just going along with my sanding block again, just to get that nice crisp line along the side of it. And here I'm going in with some Waverly antique wax, and I do a heavy coat on this. I basically wanted this to look very rustic. I wanted it to look like the old rugged cross would look after many years, basically. I do get out of frame here once in a while, and I apologize for that. I do kind of, I'm trying to fix my camera now, but just bad angles. But I go over a very heavy coat on the side of it, and then I do a very heavy like distressing look, I guess, on the paper. I wanted it to look dirty and rustic, like I said. And I wipe off the excess that I had on there. And I poke a hole where my string was, since I forgot to do that. And then I put this twine back through it. And then I decided that I wanted to put a couple of wooden beads on the top. So here I'm just feeding them through, and again, I'm sorry for the angles. Then I grabbed another piece of twine and I glued it to the back. And this is going to be very out of frame, and I apologize for that. But basically is all I'm doing is I'm just wrapping around crisscross on the cross to kind of just give the middle that that rustic look with the twine. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. I guess I don't know exactly how to subscribe that, but you can see it there. And then like the beads kept moving and I didn't want them to move, so I just glued them down to the top. And then I glued the other bead onto the other bead so they would stay put. And then I just cut a couple of little tiny sprigs of the pine pick there, and I'm just gluing it down underneath that twine, or the jute twine, whatever. And then I grab a cute little pine cone and I just glue it right down to the middle of it. And that is all I did. DIY number 3. Or is this number 4? No, I lost track. Sorry. I think this is 4. Anyway, so I grabbed one of those rounds from the Dollar Tree, and I actually got this scrapbook paper from Ben Franklin a long time ago. It was like half off. It was like 50 cents for this paper. This one was actually a Christmas present for my sister last year. It was actually a stocking stuffer that I made for her. She loves foxes. So I saw this paper and I immediately thought of her, and I wanted to do a cute little ornament for her tree. So I just basically traced the circle and cut it out, and now I'm just gonna glue it down. I do go over it again with the sanding block just to make sure that I get all the excess off. And then I got this magazine in the mail. I believe it came from Amazon because he has a little Amazon thing on his back. But again, this is from last year, so I just wanted to give it a little bit more detail in the ornament, so I decided I was going to cut this other fox out to put on top of the other foxes. So that's basically all I'm doing, and I am going around giving him a really close cut. I wanted to make sure that I got that package off of his back. And I do end up cutting his feet off. Sorry for anybody out there that really think he's cute. But I wanted him to fit on the round circle, so. I'm just trying to figure out what I was going to do here. I do decide that I was going to go all the way around his feet and everything, and then I cut parts of it off, so. I wanted to make sure he had some of that puffy tail showing, because some of that was going to get cut off too. And what's a fox without puffy tails? See here, I'm just flipping around now and I'm gluing them down. And then I'll go in with my sanding block and just get rid of all the excess there. Okay, DIY number 5. We grab one of these little plaques from Dollar Tree. I open it up. These ones have a little screw at the top of it that you have to take the little hanger off. Didn't realize that when I was trying to rip it off, but you know. And then I grab a scraper tool and I just scrape all of that glitter writing off of it, and then I grab a wet wipe and clean up the glass after it's all scraped off. You can also use nail polish remover. I've heard that works too, but razor blade or scraper, any kind of scraper tool works just as good. Here I got these boxes, these little fold-up boxes from Walmart, and there's a bunch of them in there. I think they're supposed to be for gift. I think they're gift bags or gift boxes that fold up, and I thought the picture on them were just adorable. So I picked up a pack. I don't remember how much they were. But I decided I was going to trace around and cut out that picture and put it in this little thing. Now, this one actually, I wish it would have worked, but I wasn't thinking, and I ended up going all out with this and decorating it all up and everything. And I had to tear it all apart and go a different way because it wasn't going to fit in there, and I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't thinking when I did it, but it wasn't going to fit back into the frame. So, but here I'm just gluing down the little corners with hot glue. You can use a glue stick too. I'm not sure why I did it this way, but I did. Here I'm just lining it up, make sure it looks all good in there and everything. I do take it back off and I go to the next step. I just thought it needed something else, so. But like I said, it was all for nothing because I had to rip it all apart anyway. But I really liked how it turned out beforehand. It turned out cute anyway, but it just would have been cuter if I could have kept this, but. But I'm grabbing a couple of those pine picks, and this one I'm actually trimming because I want to be able to see those words and stuff. And note to self, make sure you're trimming these over garbage, because this stuff, it sticks all over your hand and it is a mess to clean up on your table. It was just a mess, a complete mess. I grabbed a piece of ribbon and I decided I was going to make a bow, and a lot of this actually got cut out. It wasn't in frame, so but I basically just did the cancer awareness side and just did a squeeze effect in the middle, basically like I've been making all my other bows, and tie some jute twine around the middle of it and glued it to the top there. And then I grabbed this, it was kind of like a little wreath thing. I got it for 50 cents at a garage sale, but I basically am just using the pit berries and stuff out of there. I do believe I use this in a couple of other DIYs too. I don't know, maybe not, but I could have sworn I used one of the bells or something in a project, but why my light's flickering in there. I'm just basically, like I said, gluing down all of the little pit berries around it. And here's where I'm going to realize really soon that it isn't going to work. I'm trying to fit it in there now. And I'm getting myself frustrated. So here I am, just ripping it off. I thought it was super cute with all that crap on there, but now, so I'm going in with this extra ribbon that I have. And the reason why I'm doing this, I go along all four sides. You don't actually see me go along all four sides because it's out of frame, and I didn't realize that at the time. But the backing of that paper that was ripped actually shows in the frame, so I wanted to make sure that it was looking decent. So I end up cutting some of this ribbon in half and going along the sides of it. The main one you can see the most of is at the very top. So I should have cut more of this stuff out, guys. I'm sorry. I do end up making a new bow. And this time I stuck it outside of the box. And then I grab a little piece of that greenery and I just glue it right by the bow. And then I add a couple of pit berries onto that little sprig there. Just give it a little more color. And that's all for that one, guys. Oh, I guess I had put on the back on the hanger too, but you can't really see me doing that anyway because my hand's too close. It wasn't focusing, so. I probably should have just cut this out. DIY number 6. So I have a bunch of these wine corks. I've gotten them at garage sales, I've picked them up at thrift stores, all kinds of things, and this is the first time I've used them. I needed to use them up for something, so I'm just kind of messing around, but it ends up turning out pretty cute, I think. This is one I actually did this year for you guys, so I'm hoping you guys can notice a difference in the camera angles and everything, but I thought this one turned out super cute. If you guys haven't guessed yet, we're making a little Christmas tree. It was actually a very simple project too. I thought it was going to be harder, but it was actually pretty slick. And I do like the rustic look, the different colors, and it's kind of more of a, I don't know, it's not really Christmas colors, but, so I just glued one of them on the bottom, right in the middle, to kind of make it look like the stem. I knew it wasn't going to stand up that way, but I was trying to figure out what else I was going to do, so I grabbed one of these little wooden plaques. I actually got a pack of these for 50 of them in a pack from Amazon a while back, and I just glued it down to the middle of it, and that seemed to hold pretty well. So and I go into my little stash and grab out a star. These I believe I got either from Walmart, or I know you can find them at Hobby Lobby as well. I think these are from Walmart though. And I just glue it down to the top of it right there. And then I grab some polyfill and I just kind of go around the bottom of it to kind of just make it look like there's snow at the bottom of it. Give it a little more pizzazz. And that's it. DIY number 7. Now this cute little guy, I actually bought him from Hobby Lobby last year. He was broken, so I actually got him on discount. I picked him up because he was broken. I thought it being at the end of the hat there, I could fix it really easily. I'm just going over his hat with truffle Waverly paint. I do actually end up doing 2 coats on his hat. And I believe his body. He has a little holly leaf on his hat. It's kind of hard to make out in this lighting that I have on here, but I'm just kind of going over really lightly, trying not to get too much of that covered, but here I'm just going over the little holly leaf with actually holly branch by Apple Barrel. Get that from Walmart. And then I grab my crimson and I basically paint his whole body in the crimson. And the little holly berries on his hat. And then I'm going to go in with Cobalt Blue. This I actually get from Folk Art. And I'm going over the little present. I leave the bow, of course. You can see me kind of doing that, but... And then the bow, I'm actually going over, actually the whole present, to be honest with you. I'm going over with some more of a silver lining metallic. It kind of gives it more of a glistening sheen, like wrapping paper would. And then I'm going over his nose with baby pink. And I do actually go in and do his hands as well at the end, because I forget to do it here. And then with silver lining, I start with his beard, but I ended up going in with some elephant as well, and I'm just basically grabbing a little brush and I'm going in between all of the indentations with his beard. I wanted it to look more like it's shaded and stuff, and since we had the indentations, I figured the heck, I kind of wanted it kind of more of a two-tone to give him a little more character and a little more depth. So I go all the way around and get into all of the nooks and crannies of the beard with the elephant, and then I'll go back in with the silver lining and kind of go over top of it. And I was okay with it smearing and stuff. It kind of just made it more grayish looking, and I really liked that. So I thought it turned out perfect. It does have the shading like I wanted and everything. I thought that was awesome how it worked out. So I thought he turned out super, super cute. You can kind of see it there. And then I decided to go over his shoes with the gray, or the elephant gray as well. And besides painting the hands, which is what I'm going to be doing right now, I get a little white puff ball out of my stash, and I just hot glue that right on top of his little broken hat up there, and you can't even tell that he's been broken. It turned out super cute, and I loved that it worked out. And that is going to be all for today, guys, and I again apologize for the angles in some of these DIYs, and I hope you enjoyed what I have in store for you, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Comment down below and tell me what you think. Thanks, guys.